We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. Looking to throw right away. Pickett. He gets this one to Boyd. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
So, Charles, you look. You think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dean Lowry able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. On the move past the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field.
They'll going for Jefferson downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a quarterback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal.
Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tannehill.
And returns it right back to Samuel.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pickett sets up play action. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Pickett's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now, Pat O'Donnell, he's in familiar territory. Did his collegiate punting in this stadium for the University of Miami. He's on to kick it away.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Stiff-armed him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Pickett.
He completes it to Boyd.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants...
Pickett lost it.
But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Let's go.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Pickett on second down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dean Lowry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Tannehill now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Clock, clock.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The score, Panthers 17, Eagles 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tannehill's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he will find his man Samuel. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush.
And he'll get in. He's over for a touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now Pickett. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He gets this one to Boyd.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Pickett now on 1st down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now Pickett. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Pickett to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Pickett.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Looking to throw here, Pickett.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to throw it.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Tannehill on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
One final shot for Pickett.
Rolling to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over. And they have secured.